My mic. Levels, how we doing? A little loud. We're... Hello, hello, hello. Oh my god. Yeah, that's too loud. Hello, hello. Check 1, 2. Mic check. Greetings. Hello. Check 1, 2. Greetings. Hello. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. I think right there. It might be too quiet. Right there. Okay. Oh, y'all don't even get it. Okay? So this right here, y'all are seeing something pretty fucking momentous for me. And I welcome you all. I am so excited to share this with you guys. A little bit about my approach to the building of the world state. Just to kind of set up the playthrough. I try to keep to what I would consider BioWare canon as much as possible. Now, I understand the game is fluid. There is no real canon. But the books, the comics, blog posts, movies, shows, they all present a picture of what is Thetis is supposed to look like. Or Thetis looks like to the people who are deciding what Thetis is going to look like for us. You know what I mean? Like the developers, the writers. So I have attempted through years of research to formulate what I consider BioWare canon. Now, I have made a few pretty big deviations from BioWare canon, but they are things that I consider to be non-negotiable. For instance, the Warden in BioWare canon is dead. Died killing the Archdemon. Spoilers for Dragon Age Origins, I guess. Spoilers all. Internet connection to speak of. So, the copies of Dragon Age Origins and 2 that I do have are not complete. They don't have the DLC. They won't have the mods that I consider required for Dragon Age Origins, namely especially the Warden armor mod. The Warden armor in Origins is just not representative of the iconic look of the Grey Wardens, in my opinion. So I can't play Origins, I can't play 2 in front of you guys. I wish to God that I could, or I would have been doing it from day one of this channel. But I can't. Which is just tragic. I tell you, I wish that I could give you guys that. But like I'm saying, if you haven't played these games, they are best experienced as a package. You play them one after the other, and you just see the transition of the world and experience the worlds in your own way, with the way that the saves carry over and your choices matter, you know, and to maybe to a lesser extent, and we'll get into that possibly whenever I get around to doing a review of these games. But I don't want to get bogged down in it. I'm just excited to play. So, you know, spoilers all. Welcome all new fans who are coming into this just because they hear about Veilguard and they're like, what's all this Dragon Age stuff? I've never even played those games. I don't know how to play those games. I don't know what they're about. Welcome to this stream. You are welcome. There's a reason why this got Game of the Year 2014. This game, it cannot be argued that this game did not deserve Game of the Year 2014. This is like the Elden Ring of 2014. Everybody in the world knows it's the best game of the year. And there's a whole history behind that of workplace issues and corporate culture and stuff like that, and it's a fascinating story. BioWare is a fascinating studio to read up on. Just truly, if you're in to the history of gaming and the history, oh my god. Oh my god, so pissed that I do not have a mic. So pissed that I do not a mic, a camera. So pissed that I don't have a camera. Just unfair. I will have to get a camera for this. I'll have to splurge for it. I like custom difficulty because normal is a little too easy, and they have these trials that kind of add like bonuses and minuses. They increase the difficulty of certain things while increasing the amount of rewards that you're going to get, stuff like that. It's pretty great. And then it's just really customizable like this. Y'all know I love custom difficulty. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know I love custom difficulty. Oh no, hold up. Wait. Human. R1. That's what I was looking for. Mage. Human woman. A mage. Oh man. Love mages. Okay. Cool. Born to the Trevelyan noble family of Ostwick in the Free Marches, you were originally intended for a life of privilege, until magical abilities surfaced at a young age and you were forced into a life of confinement within Ostwick's circle of magi. Protected but stifled, educated but isolated, the circle would have been your entire future had the mages not rebelled against Chantry rule. Like it or not, you had to fight for your life against Templars hunting down all free mages. You joined the delegation of mages attending a Chantry conclave in hopes of negotiating peace with the Templars. It didn't go well. God, no it did not. Here we go, importing my save that I just spent 3.5 hours figuring out how to get in. It was such a... Follow my Instagram, you'll see the whole tale up until now. Confirm. Let's go. So, if you're tuning into a channel called Chronic Kitsch, you better know that we gonna be kitschy. I'ma be kitschy, I'ma be basic, I'ma be lowbrow around here. So I totally do the thing where I make Emilia Clarke. But I think I have to have a YouTube video to do it. I don't know, I might be able to wing it. But I think that this is such a great casting for this game. Like, OG, like, even Emilia Clarke today. Emilia Clarke is my casting for the Inquisitor. It's just I cannot get past that. Come on, man. How to make... Daenerys. That's not a good one. I think it's this one. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just something about this combination of memories. Dragon Age and Game of Thrones. I'm gonna just wait till... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Complexion, eye color... Actually... Yeah, whatever. Purple's... Or, I usually go with purple, but... Green's fine. Because in the books, it was like a weird Game of Thrones thing. In the Game of Thrones books, Daenerys' eyes are actually purple. That one. That one. Hair color. Nah, not that. Yeah, that one.
I just hope I can help.
You leave me no choice.
Yeah, that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a pretty it's a pretty great character creator, actually. As far as like RPG character creators go. You can get really detailed with it. And indeed I do, because I like the look. Well, not I. Somebody else did. I can, actually, I could put this video in the description below. If I'm gonna, you know, use his work, might as well. I think that's the right thing to do, if not the actually legal thing to do. Yeah, probably honestly should have done this off stream, but I don't know. Hey, you get to see the whole process. Start to finish. Mass Effect is a lot easier. I just go with the default femship. Default femship's my look. It's my fave. But that's the thing that kind of separates Dragon Age from. That's the thing that separates Dragon Age from Mass Effect, in my opinion. In some ways, is that Dragon Age always has had a separate protagonist per game. I mean, that is a clear feature of the design, I think. Some people wanted the Inquisitor to go forward, but I disagree. I'm glad that we're getting a new protagonist. I'm not. I'm curious about who this new protagonist is, Rook. I'm curious as to how this is going to be executed and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay as spoiler free as possible. Um, I don't want to spoil it for myself. I have a tendency to do that. I don't know. I thought that these eyebrows are fine. That guy's trying to go like flat. He's doing that one. Okay. You convinced me. That one. Now he's doing the eye color. I'm just leaving it. Actually, Amelia Clark's eyes are brown, aren't they? I might go back and change that. General eye color. I'm gonna look it up. If you know, put it in the chat. Amelia Clark's eye color. Oh, it is. It's like kind of a greenish blue. Greenish blue. Was that it right there? That's a little too vibrant. Oh, that's kind of close. I think that's kind of close. No, it's not. It's not getting it. Maybe more on the green spectrum. Where's the green spectrum at? Nah, not yellow. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. I think that's pretty close. Cool, 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 cool. Now we go to the nose. Continue your good work, my man. Or woman. Or those who lieth betwixt. Oh my god, I'm such a child. It says tip size. Yo. Oh. It's a paw. I was like, why ain't it playing? Oh my goodness. Welcome to the neuroticism, everybody. Neuroticism, not the other thing. It's not like that. What? What is that, bro? Oh my goodness. Overbite. That's crazy. People got it. I have a feeling it's going to come out quite different from the way it looks on the video, just by how things have progressed. That being said, I'm okay with it being a little different. I wish that it wouldn't, but I'm okay with it. Yo. I can't see shit. I wish it didn't, like, gray out everything. Should be using my laptop, honestly. Okay. He does take it down there. It's like right here. Yeah. That's the one that's down there. Yeah, that's the one that's down there. I've seen clips where it's like pretty uncanny. It's like, oh my god, like it's like they digitally rendered her in, and I'm like, God, I want it to be like that. Go back. Draw a line. Right there. Draw size. Dang. Like right here. Right there. Okay. Oh, man. I got behind again. Chin. Size. Yeah. Go back. Okay. So that's after the guide, which I do not think that it is. I think it's close. I think it's close. Needs something. Something about the cheekbones. Ah, man. I think that's a bit better. I think that's a bit better. And now it's like with this, it's like, do you want season 8 Daenerys or do you want season 2 Daenerys? Several years. Many years. I think that's good. What's this? Okay, so that brings it down. What does this do? What the fuck does the x-axis do? Ah, that's what the x-axis does. Okay. That was a journey. Broadens. Yo. Homie's got... Dude, you have an antacid. Yo. Huh. Man, it's so close. Something about the eyes, maybe? Eye size? Make them smaller. Nah. Bigger? No. Oh, okay. Oh, I think... Oh, man. Oh. Something is clicking right here. That angle. It's like thinking of like Daenerys on the throne at Dragonstone. I think that's pretty good. Huh. I think that is probably about as good as I am gonna get it. So now we do. Now we get to play with the actual character design. Now that we have the casting right, we get to play with hair and hair color. The Trevelyan's come from the Free Marches. Not a lot of blondies in the Free Marches. Meredith is one of the main antagonistic forces in Dragon Age 2. I don't know, man. I kind of like a tinge, a ginger tinge. I kind of dig the idea of a ginger tinge to the Trevelyan's. Could Emilia Clarke pull off ginger? I think her natural hair color is kind of like that. Maybe darker? Nah. Yeah, it's definitely like this. If I'm not mistaken. Let's play with the hairstyle. I don't think I'm going to run anything on this side of the spectrum. Not relevant, but... Oh, yeah, I remember. I really liked that hairstyle. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, where we're going. Right here. Yep. Scars and tattoos. I don't know if there's any scars that I necessarily want. You know, like the head, right? We just saw the intro title for the character, and it is that you've been in a circle your whole life. So I don't think that scars make sense. Let me check tattoos. Is that what? Oh, I see. It's not letting me use the D-pad. No. No tattoos, please. No tattoos. Not a tattoo girly. Perhaps some eyeshadow, though. Is it just... Okay, it's just the one design. So I want it to be... I mean, I don't think that you can actually tell. I don't think I'm actually changing them. No, I mean, it seems... No, it's not. It's not. Intensity. I wish that I could take the wing off. Nah, like kind of just soften it up a little bit. I mean, but that just makes it go away. Yeah, I wish that there was like another design for it. But I do want some eyeshadow. Do I want that much smoky eye? I don't think so. Yeah. There we go. Not too much. Lashes, black. We'll just keep them black. Liner. there really... Oh, big difference. Also, kind of too much. Eyeliner intensity, lower. Not that much. Not that much. That. Bush. I think like a dusky red. Soft. No, not too soft. Right there. Blush intensity. Let's go intense. It's like Trevelyan is like a noblewoman. You know what I mean? Like, she's a woman. She's a mage. She's becomes quite the outdoorsman, but she doesn't have to start out that way. So I think she does have not like, of course, she cares about using cosmetics and stuff like that, and it's in the culture to do stuff like that, of like the Thedosian noble circles. Lip color. Do we want lip? Do we want lip? Yeah, just a light red. Dark. Actually, that's kind of a muted dark red. I don't know. I don't know anything about makeup or cosmetics in real life. I don't think it was even changing anything because the intensity was all the way down. No, I think it was changing something. Liner, lip shine. Just a tiny bit. Okay. There we go. Trevelyan, everyone. Trevelyan. Evelyn Trevelyan. Evie, for short. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Where are we at? Yep. Classic kitschy. Always. Every time. Never gonna fail. Gonna spend an hour on character creation. Be prepared for that in future games. Here we go. Evelyn. Come on, Evie. Hello, welcome. Comment in the chat what your favorite memory with Dragon Age is, if you've played them before. If you haven't, comment in the chat. All are welcome here.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
What do you mean everyone's dead?
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need her, Cassandra. I can't believe it. All those people. Dead.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember... running. Things were chasing me, and then... a woman?
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the forward camp, Liliana. I will take her to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the Breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the Breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
Okay, so a few thoughts for the uninitiated. For the initiated, you're here, let's nerd out. We all know. Put it in the chat, as we talk about these things. It's fun. The world building of Dragon Age is a fantastic example of well thought out, well explored world building, right? So the world of demons she's talking about in Dragon Age, it's not just like, the underworld or hell or something like that, or anything like any D&D worlds if you're a D&D player coming from a game like Baldur's Gate. The world of demons is also the world of dreams, and demons and the world of dreams is also the world of spirits. And demons are... well, I don't want to spoil things because there are things revealed in this game, but the characters would understand that the Fade, or it is where people go when they dream. The Fade is like the world beyond the veil. And it's where people dream, and it's also where spirits are. And there are good spirits, and there are bad spirits. Good spirits are called just spirits, and bad spirits are called demons. And They attach to people's dreams, and they're always trying to get into, they're considered to always be trying to get into the world of the waking world, the living world. And so sometimes they possess people, and mages are particularly prone to becoming possessed, because mages are, they never really go to sleep. They when they enter the dream world, they're still entirely conscious. That's part of the reason why they can pull magic. It's literally like you're pulling dream stuff from the Fade and making it into something you wanted it to be. You want it to be. It's like the ultimate definition of manipulating reality. You're pulling from the world of unreality, from this kind of like eldritch, in some ways even, even sort of vaguely Lovecraftian magic system, pulling from the world of dreams. And so it makes sense for the Inquisitor to have experienced this when the breach happened, because, oh man, I'm trying to be careful not to spoil things, but it created a hole in the Fade. Whatever happened, it created a hole in the Fade. And so the Inquisitor being a mage means that they might have even like gone straight from waking into dreaming when they got knocked out. And the breach was created, because the breach isn't just a hole in the sky. It's a hole in the veil between the world of dreams and the waking world. Boom. So that's the context of that. Now, demons can come into the world for real, in bodily form, but they're really unstable, and of course get hunted down by organizations like the Templars, which is like, oh my god, there's so much. Like, I don't want to just sit here and lore dump the whole time, but seriously, I cannot implore you enough. If you are new to the franchise, go watch lore videos. I don't know. I mean, maybe the writers of Dragon Age of the Veilguard have made it super like friendly to new people coming in, but there is so much history and lore and stuff like that that's like all interconnected. It's a fantastic world to go into rabbit holes if you like doing that sort of thing, which if you're on my channel, I think you would.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
So here's the thing, right, with regards to this choice. It's like, when we're thinking about Evelyn, if I can help, I will. I think Evelyn is generally like a good soul. Like, I play Evelyn as someone who is going to always be trying to do the right thing. I mean, she was part of a coalition of mages that was trying to make peace with the Templars. The Templars are trying to kill the mages because they think all of them are going insane and becoming possessed, and some of them kind of are. It's bad. It's all bad. There are no good guys or bad guys. Both sides have great points, and I think Evelyn wants to argue that, and stands at the middle between totally devout mages that are like, no, go back to the way things were, and mages who are like, no, total freedom, we don't need the circle. I think she's like, we need the circle. We need the circle to change. But we do need the circle. You know what I mean? But, yeah, this is it. She's got to be, like, just the most heroic. Like, I would say, do I have a choice if she was more... but that's so snarky. I'm doing it.
So I don't really have a choice about this.
None of us has a choice.
Fuck you, Cassandra. You'll learn. You'll figure it out.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
All things in this world are finite.
Oh, man. For once in my life, I think I actually need to turn the sensitivity down. The days. Let's see how that goes.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
Yeah, I might increase the speed. Eventually. A beautiful game by modern standards. The art style holds up.
The pulses are coming faster now. The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
Divine Justinia is kind of a big fucking deal. A great character, like you and can interact with her in the first game. She's and before she was the Divine. There you go, Cassandra. Get the aggro. Hell yeah.
Drop your weapon. Now.
Cassandra, I don't need a staff.
Do you really think I need a staff to be dangerous?
Is that supposed to reassure me?
I haven't used my magic on you yet.
You're right. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you. I should remember you did not attempt to run. Take the potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
Oh yeah, oh man, the game is so fun. Literally, just so fun to play. No, not you. You get the dopey helmet. Take it, Cassandra. It's a Templar helmet anyways, it makes sense. I think you can actually make it to where... maybe it's in the pause menu. Options. Gameplay. Interface. Hide helmet. There it is. Set whether or not to hide helmets appear when equipped. Helmets are always hidden during conversation. Helmets are always hidden during conversation. Okay, maybe I'll just wait. I'll just wait and see. Okay, onward. It's pretty tremendous, some of the visual language that has persisted over the course of the franchise, too. Because it wasn't always like this, and Dragon Age 2 is pretty radically different from Dragon Age Origins. There isn't really a unified art style of Dragon Age. But there is the semblance of one. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain things, if you play from, like, look at the shape of my staff. The shapes of the staffs are one of the few things that have kind of carried along in the games. And the kind of item design and stuff like that. Heavy armor is a lot different than it used to be. Magic, the animations are a lot different in 2 and Inquisition than they are in Origins, but they're pretty similar between 2 and Inquisition. The user interface has been pretty consistent. Magic operates on a regenerating mana system. So, instead of having something like spell slots in Baldur's Gate, you can just use your spells over and over and over again, and all you have to do is consume a lyrium potion, mana potion, in order to make it regenerate faster. But it will always regenerate over time, unless you're concentrating on a spell, which is where some of the complexity comes in. Because if you're concentrating on a spell, then it decreases your base mana pool, but you have the spell on all the time. And that has been a consistent part of the design as well. We'll see if it continues. We'll see how much things change in Veilguard. I mean, we've seen some gameplay and stuff like that, but I'll judge for myself once I actually feel it. I can hear things all day long, but I'll judge for myself when I actually kind of get that game feel. It is advisable in Dragon Age games to, at all times, explore as much of the map as possible. I do not recommend doing that on your first playthrough. But do your first playthrough, and then on a second playthrough, which you will want to have a second playthrough, that's when you go collectathoning, and it's a very rewarding experience because you can actually result in, or it can actually result in, a pretty dramatically different ending than you got on your first playthrough. That is true of BioWare games. That is true of all BioWare games, or at least especially of BioWare games of this era. Anthem was Anthem. I have thoughts on Anthem, and I may explore those thoughts in a video. I don't know if I could ever even touch Anthem on stream, just because it's like there's nothing to do. The game is dead.
Ah! They're falling from the breach!
Oh. I will tell you guys now that I will be collectathoning. Prepare yourself for that, because I have the will and the desire to do so. It is not because that is the way that you must play the game. These guys will take you out. That's why Cassandra is there. Oh!
Someone help!
Help, Cassandra! So if you'll notice, the enemies can have several different health bars, levels of health bars. The blue health bars are barriers that can only be taken down by magic, or I think magical weapons will work on them too. Like rune inscribed weapons or something like that. I can't remember. But the gray health bar, they can be pretty bullet spongy. Especially early on in levels, enemies can be pretty bullet spongy. But the gray health bar is armor, and that can only be taken down by physical attacks. So it kind of forces you to have party diversity and utilize all the classes in your party combinations, which is a nice touch.
Close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
The reason that it's encouraged to kind of seek out everything in the game is... Oh, hold on just a second. Is because there are secrets. They hide secrets along the map, and these secrets can be pretty fantastic things. Great gear, whole side quests. The Giga Chad himself.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass deep in demons forever.
And the actual Giga Chad
Barrack
himself.
Tetris, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
Somebody get me a towel. Look at that sexy ass dwarf. Boy, let me tell you something. Veilguard fucking Tetris. Daddy. What up, dude?
Are you with the Chantry, or...
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
Whew. Could cut glass with that jawline. Ugh. And the earring. Oh, man. Cut glass. Isn't that like a huge fanfic thing? Oh man, that is probably the one area of Dragon Age lore that I don't know is the fanfics. I I have never engaged with that much Dragon Age fanfiction. I've written some, but I did not ever engage with the other people's fanfictions. Because I had my idea. I was like, that's the thing about Dragon Age when you experience it throughout the different games, is that it becomes very personal. It's like, oh, you have this personal idea of, like, this is the way things should happen, you know? But I am 100% positive that it's... Not 100, 98% positive that it is a fanfiction fad of Hawk and Veilguard ships, which if you know, you know, but Hawk and Veilguard is a main character from Dragon Age 2, beautiful man, had chin for days on Dragon Age, in Dragon Age 2's art style. Go look it up, chin for days.
So I closed the rift. What now?
Now we go to meet Leliana.
What a great idea!
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Veilguard, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Unlike you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any Circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
Me actually eating my lip not to just spill the fucking beans.
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
I don't remember. Is that his actual starting armor? Am I like Mandela affecting right now?
This way.
Or because I remember
The road ahead
him.
is blocked.
We must move quickly.
No, maybe I'm just misremembering. I thought I remembered Solus coming in with his like shirt and his little necklace, his little like bone necklace on first, but I think I'm wrong. I think I'm the asshole. I was about to say, did they change it in like an update or something? Hey, you, put that shit on. Oh, man. Deprive Solus of his clothes. Damn it. But it's 42. Where's Varric? Yo. Man's man.
Demons ahead.
Glad you brought me now, Seeker.
Oh, yeah. This is where you get to play around with this. This is real time with pause. We're losing this. We're losing this in Dragon Age Veilguard. And I think it's a shame. Personally. That is my personal opinion. But I think it's a shame. I know it's a lot more like Mass Effect. And I like Mass Effect. I like the way that Mass Effect works. But being able to zoom out into an ISO perspective, I mean, you've seen me playing Icewind Dale. If you've been watching my streams, you've seen me playing Icewind Dale. And that has real time with pause. And you've seen me trying to do in Icewind Dale and failing because of the lack of robustness in the system. Things that I want to do, or that I know to do from this game. And this is the DNA of the BioWare age of D&D RPGs that spawned, that made Larian even possible to come around and make Baldur's Gate 3. So if you're coming to Dragon Age from Baldur's Gate 3, represent. No, this is where it happened. This is where it started. Is with BioWare. Maybe not Dragon Age Inquisition, but BioWare. And this design, this DNA design, this kind of design DNA that has carried forward across the years. And you can look at that. Isn't that incredible? You can speed up, slow down. You know what I mean? Like, I can DJ a fight. It's so crazy. And they're just going to follow these commands. Simple, elegant. I need you to go there. Solus. What do you got? He's an... Dude. Solus, why don't you just be an upfront mage, for God's sake? I kind of want her to be an upfront mage. Solus is my support character. Nah, I'll keep Solus back. We'll just kind of line up on this ridgeline here. And Cassandra will draw them down here. Go. Where are you going, Inquisitor? Cassandra, what? Attack. Do the taunt. There's an aggro system, so warriors, the design is great. The warriors have an ability to taunt so that it draws the aggro and stuff like that. The classes are very defined play styles and really easy to pair together with one another, even as you get into the complex array of combinations that comes when you get into subclassing and stuff like that, which in Origins you could have multiple subclasses, in addition to Origins just having a more robust system overall. Which it did. I'm not afraid to admit that I think that. Come on now. Varric. Shoot him. And... nope. Solus. Area of effect. Barrier. Yes. Give us barrier. The AI. Oh my god. Look at it. The AI. No coaching. No hand-holding necessary. Soulless attack. And look, they're just gonna fucking do it. Isn't... oh my god. They're just gonna fucking do it. Where's this guy going? Where's Cassandra going? Okay. Everybody. See, the spirits are attacking Cassandra, but Cassandra has armor, which means that the spirits can't do damage to her. Because they have to be through the armorverse, and they can't because they're doing magic damage. There's all these awesome little fantasy creative RPG flourishes in this game that just contribute to an image of people, no matter what else is going on, no matter what else is going on in the context, because there are some not so great things going on in the context. And that is true. But it also was a team of people who liked Dragon Age, who had been around to create Dragon Age and understood the world in a way that not a lot of people would or could. If anything, the isometric angle isn't wide enough. I need to be able to zoom out some more, which I think you can on PC. The limitation of the hardware of PS4, I think.
So, I take it you're from the Free Marches.
Oh?
Accent. I'm from Kirkwall, but you're from, further east, maybe?
Ah.
That's quite the A you have.
I'm all kinds of impressive.
Huh.
Yes, you are, Varric. Man, is it hot in here? Ah, that's what I'm trying. What? Ah, inventory. Inventory. Not soulless. Me. Bitch. It's mine. Loot goblin. Dripping out my character first, because my character's shit looks stupid. The most stupid of everybody's. Yeah, I know I'm just running through the fire. Get over it. Bye. Oh.
That didn't sound good.
I know I'm not talking that much right now, but we're just kind of, you know, I'm just exploring and checking out the game, so there are these things called codex entries, which function pretty much. I was wondering if there was one in that building. I was about to talk about it if there was. I guess I'll just do it now. But there are codex entries that you can pick up throughout the world, and in addition to giving you XP, they also function like the books in Icewind Dale, if you've been watching my Icewind Dale stream, or if you've played Baldur's Gate 3, where they are just like kind of snippets of lore that you can collect, but instead of being actual in-game items that you... they are kind of in-game items that you pick up, but you don't pick them up and put them in your inventory as much as you pick them up and it adds them to a sort of wiki, a sort of like in-game wiki of the things that you've picked up.
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
See, look at that. Look at that. Soulless. Cast barrier. Immediately. AI. Oh, the AI. Look. It's a cheerleader behind you that's doing what it needs to do to support you in this game. In a way that, oh my god, I've been craving playing Icewind Dale. This is such an interesting game to come off of. Oh shit. Don't get him. No! Cassandra, come here, taunt this guy. Oh shit, it's reloading. Ah! Being a mage can kind of turn into this sometimes. Just sort of... Oh, bastard. Running around, waiting for people to get up, waiting for opportunities, especially on more difficult playthroughs, which I think, you know, this has the potential to be, at least in some part, thanks to the trials. Ah, thank you, Solus.
I'm falling back.
No, target that one. Okay, so I need to change that setting.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Can't remember if there's anything up here or not. If you've noticed, I've been picking up more than just gold. I've been picking up iron and elf root. These are crafting materials that are, you know, part of a really quite robust crafting system that makes up the bulk of the accumulation of power in the game. It's a huge part of the scaling system. Being able to craft, getting recipes of things to craft, and having the materials to craft better and better things.
Another rift!
It's all quite
Quickly!
part of that, what I was talking about with... Oh shit, Cassandra, why do you always just leave me? Need to change that. And it also contributes to a sense of, wait for it, ludonarrative resonance. Hey, we don't hear a lot about that one. But it also contributes to a sense of ludonarrative resonance because you start playing the game, nobody's working together because you haven't tuned their AIs, because the AI is fully customizable in this game. It's not like it has presets that you can set people to, but you can get down into the individual actions that they'll take if you want to. I'm not going to get that deep, but I'm probably going to pick a preset. But the presets are good enough to represent a sort of combination of playstyles that evolves over the course of the game and leads to this sense of the people, the party, getting to know each other and becoming better as a team in the narrative. Game of the Year 2014, everyone. Oh yeah, okay. Teaching me to level up. Don't want to be a spirit mage. Maybe I do want to be a spirit mage. I want to be... Okay, so Vivian is going to be ice. And arcane enchantress. Solus is a rift mage, and Dorian is a necromancer. So I'm gonna be a rift mage. So Solus is gonna be a spirit mage, rift mage, and maybe storms, break into storms. I think I want my character to be somewhat of an upfront... Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be a rift mage later on. If I'm going to be a rift mage later on instead of an arcane enchanter or arcane knight or whatever the fuck they called it. Knight Enchanter. Knight Enchanter is what it's called. It's Spirit Warrior in Origins. They didn't have it in 2, I don't think. But Knight Enchanter is kind of a tank subclass, tanky mage. And I thought that that might be pretty cool, but I don't think that it scales well, and the only reason, and I don't use Vivian all that much, so Vivian's Ice and Arcane Enchanter. Solus is Spirit and Rift. I mean, what kind of thing would you have learned in the Circle of Magi? Studied. Let's start with that. Let's look at Spirit. Masters of the School of Magic call upon spirits for protection as well as the essence of the Fate itself. Their spells disrupt hostile magic. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It is a great choice, and I'm going to do it later. I kind of want her to be... If I'm not going to go tank, then I want to go my other favorite mage, which is Blasty Mage. If you're coming from a game from like Baldur's Gate, and you're expecting the level of customizability and depth, like breadth of character, not depth, but breadth of character, you're going to be disappointed with Dragon Age. Definitely disappointed with Mass Effect. These are not that, right? This is a limited skill tree of highly... Everything is kind of important to consider. And because there's so little that the skill tree really encompasses. There's the progression of the game is spread across the character in terms of inventory, in terms of crafting, in terms of like I was talking about with the AI and your party combinations. You are not just a unit in and of yourself. No one character is a unit in and of themselves. They work in concert with each other. So I want to... You launch a salvo of elemental blasts from your staff that hones in on targets ahead of you. Inferno. Conductive current. More agile. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of storms. I'm kind of thinking in a similar vein to my Gale playthrough in Baldur's Gate, where it's like this person and they knew how to manipulate magic from their time in the circle, but having the mark is like, causing storms and energy, bursts of energy, kind of wild magic occurrences around them. The storm comes to your aid even without your calling it. When you're in combat, lightning will periodically strike a random nearby enemy. Tuh. Okay. Sounds good. I'll take it. You use your staff's energy to fill the area with sympathetic magic. Each basic attack shortens your active cooldown times. Yes! Get those two quick. Passives. Apply. Cassandra. Anybody else level up? Oh yeah, I forgot that it did that. Okay, nobody else leveled up.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Val Royeaux to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So none of you are actually in charge here?
You killed everyone who was in charge! Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark.
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own.
So yeah, Leliana, the redheaded one, not my character, but the redheaded one in the kind of purple with the purple hood. She is a companion from the first game, and the only reason that she knows about that mountain pass is because of the first game. So in my opinion, it's the best choice. Fast but indirect. Soldiers will act as a distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be casualties. Take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
It is the fastest route. This is not a representation of that level. You actually play through that level. This is kind of more of a representation of the loading screen between areas in that level. If you play the game, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Part of an old mining complex. These mountains are full of such paths.
And your missing soldiers are in there somewhere?
Along with whatever has detained them.
We shall see soon enough.
Can y'all hurry up? Oh my god, Varric, why are you the first one? Cassandra, what the hell are you doing? Get your ass up. Taunt this guy. Soulless. Shoot him. You. Shoot him. Me. Run. Oh, come on, Soulless. Mass Effect 3 actually introduced a mechanic of triggers and detonation abilities, which is kind of, oh my god, a whole thing that really wasn't perfected in this game. Should have been utilized more.
That cannot be all of them.
So the others could be holed up ahead.
Our priority must be the breach. Unless we seal it soon, no one is safe.
I'm leaving that to the lady with the glowing hand.
But it's a pretty cool thing that you'll probably see whenever I do my Mass Effect playthrough. It's very much, I think, you know, and a lot of people I listen to at least tend to agree that it was a mechanic that was quite perfected in Mass Effect Andromeda, of all things. Or actually, maybe even Anthem. I hope it plays a large role in Dragon Age Veilguard going forward, because it's probably one of the most iconic aspects, in my opinion, of BioWare's design features, design philosophy.
Lady Cassandra! Lieutenant, you're alive!
Just barely.
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Thank the Maker you finally arrived, Lady Cassandra. I don't think we could have held out much longer.
Thank our prisoner, Lieutenant. She insisted we come this way.
The prisoner? Then you...
It was worth saving you, if we could.
Then you have my sincere gratitude.
The way into the valley behind us is clear for the moment. Go, while you still can.
At once.
Quickly, let's move!
The path ahead appears to be clear of demons as well.
Let's hurry before that changes. Down the ladder. That's the way to the temple.
That's where we came from.
So, holes in the Fade don't just accidentally happen, right?
If enough magic is brought to bear,
Hold on.
it is possible.
But there are
Anything?
easier ways to make things explode.
That is true.
We will consider how this happened once the immediate danger is past.
I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you guys right now. Oh my god, what? Wow. That was gruesome. Didn't need all that screaming. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys this right now. Evelyn is suspicious of Solus. This is not a Solus simp playthrough. You can be a Solus simp. I respect the Solvellans. I respect the Solus. I respect
That
those who
is
love
where you walked out of the
to
cave,
romance
and our
Solus.
soldiers found you. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she
Let them talk. Oh, okay. It is fine to be that, but I am not that. I am definitely not a Solus romancer. I am actually a Cullen simp, so if that's more your trash, I respect it. I mean, I am actually a Varric simp, but as far as people that you can romance, because you can't romance Varric. Ah, shit, come on. I keep not using that right. Templar helmet and Varric. Take the scout.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Leliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how to even start getting up to that thing.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice. That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Want them!
We have an intruder. Kill her, now.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Yeah, do it, do it, do it. Payback strike. Varric. Drop caltrops. Maybe we can damage him. No. Pride Demon. Or no. Actually disrupt the rift.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down. The demon is vulnerable. Now!
Yep. Ow. Somebody... Ooh, Solus took a hit, boy. Drink a cheeky wee health potion. Take the edge off. Varric, will you shoot that guy, please? Got him. The objective is that you have to disrupt the rift. If you don't know, see what I'm doing, you have to disrupt the rift to take his armor down. Oh, nice. He had life ward. Good. Oh, man. You need to take a health potion, my dude. Oh, get out of his range. Fuck. Eric. Shoot. No, actually, caltrops. You shoot them. Do payback strike on the shade and give me some breathing room. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't get it. Damn it. Got him. Nice. Oh, so close. Ow.
Now, seal the rift.
Nice.
Do it.
Perfect. I think I was even on the right side of the thing and of the thing. Fuck. You know what I mean. in Origin, this is where the metal song starts playing. Dun, 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 in the title screen. Origins is had a pretty funny little obsession with metal and the marketing campaigns of Origins and 2. I thought it was pretty good, but I suppose others found it distasteful.
I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Okay, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Make sure to follow my Instagram at instagram.com/chronic_kitch08. Subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/@chronickitch. And follow here on Twitch, and I'll be right back. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with some cheeky wee popcorn. Gonna have some popcorn for lunch. Welcome to my ASMR channel. Good skinny pop. Let us begin.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
And so it begins. Here we go. Yes, we are now out of the tutorial section and into Act 1. Patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor... Oh, someone better at this than me takes over before the survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy. Shallow breathing. Pulse over fast. Not responsive. Pupils dilated. Mage says her scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic, which we could... Wish we could station a Templar in here just in case. I just picked up all of my DLC gear. Or maybe not all of it, but most of it. And here we go. Man, we need live action Dragon Age. Gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. We need live action Dragon Age. I think that they need to do the Stolen Throne. I wrote a film adaptation script of the Stolen Throne book for Dragon Age as a student project in college.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when she came out of the Fade, Andraste herself was watching over them. Why did Lady Cassandra have her in chains? I thought Seekers knew everything.
It's complicated. We were all frightened after the explosion in the country.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
You're sure you can get behind them? Yeah. This is non-diegetic. But it's kind of important because sometimes the maps change after cutscenes and stuff like that. So if you don't... certain things, if you don't pick them up at the right time, then they'll disappear and you won't be able to pick them up. The base camp is actually a relatively large map too. Like, you can explore in here and get some pretty great shots. This is Haven, which is technically a town that you can visit in the first game. This is supposed to be... this is Dragon Age Inquisition's rendition of it, but it's a pretty different map altogether. In Dragon Oh man, I was gonna read those. We'll start now. I could go into the wikis and read things from time to time too. Although I'll never do as good a job as, of course, remember I said Gilder Thalin. Yeah, she does audio, like, voiced narrations of the codex entries for these games. So, if you want to hear someone better... comfortable slowing down the momentum of the playthrough by reading those out loud. But seriously, go check out Gilder Thalin's work, or maybe I'll do them as shorts if you guys want me to. Comment in the chat or in the comments below. If you're watching this on YouTube. I think I'll definitely be archiving this one, thank you. It is pretty amazing the things that you can figure out just by reading these notes, you know, like hints at future plot progression and stuff like that. Just if you start putting two and two together enough from the notes, you'll start to figure things out before the game is ready to even reveal them to you.
I believe Lady Cassandra wanted to speak with you.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
Whew. A lot of really quick camera movements there. Sorry about that if anybody struggles with motion sickness.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra. Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
Andraste, you keep hearing people say that. Andraste is basically like this world's Jesus. She was the bride of the Maker. Instead of being God's son, she was like God's bride, and she led a rebellion against this really big evil empire that's actually still kind of around, but in a very different state, and actually follows the Andrastian religion now. And is opposed to this chantry. They're called the Chantries. You have like the white and the black chantry. We're here in the white chantry's territory. You'll get to know the politics of the game, but Andraste was basically Jesus. So when they're calling me Herald of Andraste, they're basically calling me like a prophet. Or a prophetess, as the case may be. Why is my headset beeping at me? Not still muted. No. Right? Check 1 2. Mic check. Okay. Oh my god. Ow. That was stupid. See, gotta be a rogue in order to pick locks. That's... Oh, I hate that. I hate that they would put any locked doors. Although I think that when you get Sarah, another companion, you can have her unlock all the doors down here. Not another torch? No? Okay.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe she is guilty.
The prisoner failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
I believe Seeker Pentagast was looking for you. That will help.
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, she is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
So you've changed your mind about me?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay, but you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order...
That is the plan.
Help us fix this, before it's too late.
Oh yeah. Alright, everybody. Let's see. I think we could probably do a few more minutes. If I do 3 hours every day on this game until October 31st, I should get through by October 31st and be able to.
Does it trouble you?
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Damn straight she is. The Nightingale is what she is, Cassandra. You better know. And look at them. Coley Wooly. Josephine, though. Josephine. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Josephine is bisexual. This game actually does have characters who have defined sexualities beyond just like quote unquote player sexual, where just they're bang whoever the player is. There's characters who are lesbians and who will not be with someone who is not a woman. That being said, I think it's only one. I think Colin is... I know Dorian is gay. Dorian is 100% gay, will not date a female Inquisitor. A woman Inquisitor. But... I'm not sure about Josephine. I might have to look into that. Josephine might be on the docket. I like Josephine. She's cool.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a mage, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy. And we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I think Evelyn is, I interpret Evelyn as an Andrastian, and a faithful one, at that. I think either they're wrong. Definitely not I like it. I think I don't know.
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
You actually interact a lot with Mother Giselle in the first game, I'm pretty sure. First game.
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
We will become very well acquainted with the war table. But I am not going to leave Haven now, because we actually have...
Any word?
Oh, hold on. I guess I need to do this. Scout the hinterlands. Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and apostate mages. The latest report suggests that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It is vital to protect her and, if possible, restore order to the area. If Giselle dies, any hope of Chantry support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting and find her and protect her with their lives. So this is the way that the war table missions work. We'll become acquainted with this, but there's a diplomatic, clandestine, and military response to things. So the diplomatic is going to be handled by Josephine, the clandestine operations are handled by Liliana, and the military operations are handled by Colum. And sometimes there will be more than one option, and the option that you choose can determine the outcome of the quest, and stuff like it's pretty fun, little weird mobile game element in the game, but this time we can only pick this. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We followed Mother Giselle and are trying, or we located Mother Giselle and are trying to, trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Not now. Don't really think that we can... Oh, we can do some of these things. Yeah, we can do some of these things. Terran of High-Ever. To whom it concerns, the Terran of High-Ever wishes to convey their deepest sympathies on the death of the divine Justinia. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in High-Ever in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Terran Fergus Kuzland. We should send a diplomatic attaché and some Templars who knew the Divine. We have a number of Ferelden officers. We could send an honor guard to High-Ever. I know Terran Kuzland, and I knew Justinia. I can't attend, but I could write to him. It's Justinia or Cullen. Or not Justinia. Josephine or Cullen. Diplomatic attaché of Templars. Ferelden officers. Ferelden officers. Address a nobleman's concerns. Herald, your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos. In reason... Oh, by the way, whenever I have one on a mission, I can't use them in another mission. So sometimes you have to, like, keep track of who's doing what so that there are some that will go away after a certain period of time or something like that. I can't remember if it gets that in-depth with it, but it's pretty interesting. Herald, your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason, and darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Praise the light, Lord Kildarn of Ferelden. We can take advantage of his raving. My spies can harass the refugees into moving somewhere else. Ah yes, Lord Kildarn, a pariah even among his peers. Let us send a polite refusal and nothing more. I want Cullen for that, so let's see what else we got active here. Deal with the relatives of the Trevellians. Letter from an Inquisition diplomat to Ambassador Montillier. Dear Lady Montillier, it is true, distant relations of the House Trevelyan... It is true. Distant relations of the House Trevelyan are claiming close friendship with the Herald of Andraste. A boast is one matter, but the boundaries of tact and decency appear to be invisible to these mountebanks. During a ball in the South Quarter, I witnessed a cousin, 5 times removed from Lady Trevelyan, threaten to have the Inquisition fight his rival. He quickly left the party after I made my connection with the Inquisition clear, but the problem stands. We must deal with the Herald's relatives taking her name in vain. This sort of thing is inevitable. Your relations may become more circumspect if we promise them future favors. Hard and Hightown 3. Varric's Revenge. Ruffles, I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hard and Hightown 3, the repuncheoning, appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple of years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple of $100 gold was that Piral Bellenfort is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild. Varric. By the way, Varric is actually a novelist in addition to being an incredible crossbowman and a spy and a merchant. Yeah, Varric's kind of Chief Giga Chad. Yes, hello, Snickies. What you doing? Mowing at me like that. Okay, so we don't have Josephine, so now whatever we need to do... Yeah, I don't really know if I want to be doing too much assassinating. Right now. You can always do gather coin. It just takes a long time. Up until now, Inquisition forces have had the benefit of the Chantry's deep coffers. Now the Inquisition is forced to seek out its own sources of revenue if it is going to grow further. Trade in and out of Haven is limited at this point, but there are various opportunities to earn coin, provided the Inquisition is willing to focus its efforts on the matter. It would be a simple matter to collect secrets and sell them, with nothing traceable back to the Inquisition. Alright.
Let's see what we have.
Do it. And that's the war table. So you have these little mobile missions that take real-world time to complete. Hello, Clary Robert. How are you? We're actually almost done here. But if you want to tune in next time, make sure to follow here on Twitch. You can follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/chronic_kitch08. And you can subscribe on YouTube to see all of the archived videos, including this one, at youtube.com/@chronickitch. But now that we're done with that, I think we'll actually just start here next time. You know, we'll just start right outside this door as if we just left the War Council. And we'll just explore from front to back Haven and see if we can't get into the hinterlands. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around, if indeed you still have. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that you're going to enjoy it, because we're going to be doing this for the next 50 days. So it's going to be all Dragon Age, all the way up until Veilguard drops, and then it's probably going to be all Dragon Age after that. So we'll see. We'll see how things turn out. But nevertheless, thanks for coming. I hope you all have had a really fantastic day, and I hope that you all continue to have a really fantastic afternoon.